him being needy and clingy is not just bad game, but it's just being a bad person. Like, why would you?
Right, right.
You see the bigger picture now?
Yeah.
You see the game is bigger than her. The game is bigger than the girl. The game is you.
What's good, gang? How you doing, man?
Good folks, what's good folks? What we on tonight, man? What we turning up for the stream? Introduce yourself completely, bro. Like let them know this is the Emergency Podcast. This is what I do. These are
Okay,
the episodes.
I got
This is what I'm running. This is what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, man. Talk good shit, man.
you. All right, so I'm K Money, right? I'm a content creator. I'm on YouTube and Twitch, and I do this podcast, like I said, over Discord. I did the first season. It was 10 episodes. It was featuring a girl named Haley, and we did
Haley
like,
baby.
it's what's it called? We basically gave advice on relationships and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm taking it a step further in season two featuring Ty because he's a lot more spiritual and a lot more serious. And niggas can actually like I can learn personally even. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
with some learning experience for everybody, man.
yeah, definitely.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, we should definitely like start with the relationship side. And I feel like we both talk about having game. You feel me? Having game.
Sure.
And so like the question is, and I've been talking about this a little bit with chat.
Mm.
Um, can you actually have game with somebody like you genuinely like? Cause like like having game is being in control. You feel what I'm saying? And like, can you like when emotions are involved, can you be like in control? You feel me? Can you have game with somebody you
See,
genuinely like?
of course. See, that's the misconception about the game. The game is you, who you are completely. So if I'm messing with a girl, I really like her, and I'm really like it's you looking at game as playing games and running game and having game is two different things. If I'm running game, I'm telling I'm trying to smash, I'm being smooth, I'm saying all that. Having game is me. It's my whole personality, it's my characters, it's my flaws, it's everything about me. So if I'm messing with a girl, see, dudes think that like, yo, if I have game, how am I gonna get in a relationship? How can I love somebody? Because they think that with game they can't be vulnerable, they can't be open, they can't express themselves. It's the total opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. But like like for example, like the push and pull type of thing. You feel me? Like there's times you have to limit yourself, and like what I'm trying to say basically is when you really like somebody, right? You enjoy talking to them,
Right.
but there has to be a point you hold back so you don't look too needy or too clingy. You feel me? And that's what I'm trying to say. But like, can you actually
Uh,
have game with like okay, can you go like 3 days without talking to somebody that you genuinely like? Can you do that? I mean,
you
it depends
asking the
on the
wrong
person.
nigga because I do this all the time. You asking the wrong. Listen, you asking the wrong nigga. You can ask. Listen, if I call any girl I talk to and be like, how often do I text back? Or how often do I call? They gonna be like, listen, first thing, if ever, you know what I'm saying. But they know when they around me, they know. It just depends on what kind of person you are, bro. Like if you say it's not game if I'm trying to come off as too clingy or too pressed, you should never even feel like that as a man, right? You should be directing that towards something, spending time with her, or building into what you're doing with your life. I always tell guys like a girl should never even be in your top seven probably of priorities. So if you keep your life in order, even with a girl that you might love and care about, the only way she go up in that scale is if she's your girlfriend and she been your girlfriend for a long time, your mom, your wife, your daughter. But other than that, your life, your priorities of life should maintain the same like level. And the more and more as you like her, the more she goes up in that scale. But I'm gonna keep it being like she ain't my wife. She's never gonna hit top five. Cause I might be look. I might got worried about my mental health, my financial, building my finances, my discipline, physical health. You know what I'm saying? Any goals and ambition or tasks I got going on. So if you keep your life disciplined under what's important to you, and never put women on that pedestal of messing up the game plan, they can still be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? She could still get in where she feeling it, and same thing for you to her. If she busy too, shit better. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, what happened, the problem with that is where dudes fumble the ball when they get needy and clingy is when a girl likes you for this, right? She likes you for the you she met. Then you change. So
When do you
now
think that
you a
change
virgin
happened though?
because you became somebody who she didn't like. You became the guy who. Just think about it. Simple. I'm not even trying to make it complicated. Let's say she likes you because you motivated, you focused, you call her when you can. You know what I'm saying? She when she talk to you, she's enjoying it and she's fine with the balance she got from that. Now, obviously, the more women like you, the more they want to spend time with you, the more they want of you,
Yeah.
right? So as you ease into that and don't just give it all away, you become a different guy because now you become a guy who puts her on a pedestal. You automatically treat her different. You automatically carry yourself different. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense definitely. But what I'm saying is like the perspective you should look at it from is like, so for example, you're saying like as the girl likes you more,
Mm.
she want to spend more time with you. But that's the same exact thing for the guy. Like a
It's
guy
not
as a human being as well. Like what I'm saying. Like
right.
as I like a girl more, I want to talk to her more. I want to spend like I enjoy.
You know what the difference is though? The boundaries you keep.
See, that's the
Like
boundaries
checking,
I'm
you're
trying to
being
keep.
able to check it, like being able to check yourself and say, "Yo, I'm with her 5 days a week. Like what am I doing with my life that I can be up under a girl 6, 7 days a week?
Yeah, and that's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right
For
there. The
hours
original
at a
question.
time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that was my original question. It's like when you really do enjoy spending that time with her that much,
Mm.
it's like, you feel me? I mean, and it definitely depends on the type of person as well. Cause like a guy, there's a person like for example, my friend, he can go like a week without talking to somebody and still love him the same type of thing. You feel me?
Right.
And like there are the type of people that want to actually spend time. That's how they show they love type shit.
And
And
if you
like
know that,
and
then
yeah, it's like
knowing that you're busy, and knowing that you want to see them, you find your balance.
you find your
It
balance.
should one should never tilt, because that's what happens when you get all clingy and all needy and it tilts. She goes up and everything in your life goes down because you have the time you have the same 24 hours that you had when you met her. So when you put more towards her, something is getting left out, something getting put down.
Yeah, that is facts. Yeah, and it's just like I just think of it as like there has to be something that's causing that. You feel me? Like why is the guy
It
getting
is. It
clingy?
is. Do you know? 'Cause I know. Do you know? It's
What is?
definitely listen. Guess what it is? It's self esteem. Like what? How could it be self esteem? It's literally self esteem, bro.
Ha
You
ha.
know why? I'm gonna listen. Follow my train of thought here. Follow my train. Listen, I think about this shit all the time, bro. You gotta understand. You know why self esteem? Because what does that say, right? If another, like I said before, you had the same 24 hours you had when you first met her, right?
Mhm.
So when you after you meet her, then you start liking her more. Then you say that the balance tilts. So now you start dedicating more time to her. Something else gets sacrificed, whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
And it might be something you don't even give a fuck about, like binge watching TV shows or whatever the case may be. Now, when you're in the state of level where you're chasing her or you're clingy, see that's the key words you use though. You're like you don't want to come off as clingy. You don't want to come off as needy. When you reach that level, what is she's definitely not just in your top three, but she became one of the most important things in your life. Who wants to be with somebody when they're the most important thing in their life?
Yeah.
How
It's like
short? That's like a
what?
dog chasing their tail.
Yeah, but like
So that's
it's like that's what I mean by like the game. It's like when you think about the game, like I feel like after like people started talking about it on social media and stuff like that, it really got deep to a point. It's
bro.
like
Social
you're
media didn't make
discarding.
game.
No,
We
no, but
can't
you
say
get it.
that.
No, like the more the people like people talk
Mm,
about game, it's like what I'm
mm,
saying. Like people would listen to that and have
mm.
this whole different misconception about game, right?
Right,
And what
right.
I'm saying is like all this social media shit changed it to a point. It's like you have to understand people have men have emotions as well. You feel me?
Right.
Like let's say like you said, let's say she shouldn't be my top five priorities, but as I talk to her more, she becomes like as I like her more, she obviously becomes more important in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And it's
Let me
like
take this example. When the last time you talked to your mom?
today, earlier
Today,
today,
right?
yeah,
Right now you're streaming. How long you been live?
I've been live for like 20 minutes.
Right. Now, as you how long? Let's say you go live for 4 hours. You might talk to your mom once or twice during your live, but guess what? When you're live, your door is closed, right?
Yeah.
You're focused. You're locked in. Does she think you love her any less? if you say, "Mom, I'm focused on the live. I'm busy right now." How would she look at you as a son if you just wanted to be sleeping in her bed all day,
No, that's
climb
facts.
on her? You see what I'm saying? So even with somebody you who gave birth to you, there's still a level of damn, like care about yourself, take care of yourself, have some boundaries and things going on for yourself, even from your mom, and your mom will love you unconditionally. You want to talk about a girl who's attracted to you and certain qualities in a man.
Yeah,
So then when you dump those qualities and make her the goddess of your life, that's not unattractive. Even if your mom would get annoyed by that. You see it now?
yeah, I definitely see
Nobody
what you're
wants
talking about.
anybody that has nothing nothing is important to them.
Yeah,
No discipline, no balance. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And it's like as you said, like the more like when it's your girl and shit, like the more she comes up that scale, and it's
Mhm.
um like it just depends on the pace, right? Like it's like
Mhm.
if if um if the guy puts her up way too fast, you feel me? That's being too clingy, and that's what I'm talking about. Like it's like he kind of like
If it's gradual, then the girl won't have a problem with it.
yeah, definitely, yeah, and it's like yeah, I definitely get what you mean. It's like I don't know how to word it type shit, but it's like when you're like emotions
Or so what's the
aren't
opposite? Is the
go ahead, go ahead.
opposite that the girl will get uninterested if the guy doesn't to the ben or like, okay, so let's say you like her as the guy, you want to spend more time with her.
Uh-huh.
At what point do you say I want her to be a part of my life in a way that is like because let's say you're the guy, you're the type of guy or any guy when he gets a girl, he's super clingy, super needy, and that's the turnoff. No girl ever didn't like a guy who gave her time and who spent time with her. That's not the problem here. And you know it's a balance because guess what? There's two ends of the spectrum. There's one, he's clingy, he's needy, and then there's the other one. He doesn't give me enough attention. I can't never talk to him. He's always busy,
Yeah,
right? So there's a balance, and the balance is the important part because it can go either way. Sometimes I go the other way with women. It's like, yo, like you in school all the time, you doing this. When can we talk? I might can only link her at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. I end stream and go, but they accept this because they know I'm serious about what I'm doing.
yeah,
And the more I like her, the more I'm going to see her, the more I will find time for it. But guess what? I still have these priorities in my life. So she can, I maintain who I am. I stay who I am, even if I like her more.
yeah. Okay, no, that definitely makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's
This
like
this is
yeah,
why I said self esteem. This is why I said self esteem. If I changed when I got her and liked her more, not in a way that shows that I like her, but in a way that shows my lack of discipline and seriousness in my life, that would turn her off. Not the fact that I'm making more time for her, but the fact that I switched up so fast. Because guess what? That shows a lack of self esteem. It shows that you add another person to my life or you take another person out of my life, I fold, I change, I'm wishy washy. I'm all over the place. I'm not consistent. I'm not serious. I'm not dedicated. I'm not serious. You know what I'm saying? So these are the kind of things that make it a turnoff and not game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope I'm explaining it right. I
yeah,
hope it's
you
making
are. Yeah,
sense.
yeah. No, and I feel like the other big effect is like it's just your emotions. As soon as your emotions take over, you lose control, type of thing.
You never supposed to let that happen, no matter what.
Yeah,
Not with a girl, not just with a girl. Anything. What if I
that
let? What if I
that takes a
I'm
lot of
driving my
discipline.
car?
That
It
takes
does.
a lot of
Guess what?
yeah.
When you have that discipline, why are women so attracted to it?
No, that's like that's facts because like
Because it's universal.
yeah, 100%. But it's like like I said, like as soon as you let those emotions take over, and that's like like you said, you have priorities in your life, and your emotions take over. You like this girl so much, you like linking with her, you like doing shit, and you let that emotion take over, and now you're like dropping something to go do that with her. That's yeah, and I
Now
definitely
you
get
could
it.
catch the bigger picture. Catch the bigger picture. If I can let my emotions take over and then I fold and then shit gets all over a mess, and I'm willing to be that desperate and needy for her, that's something you could see about me as a person. Take another example. If I'm likely to let my emotions just control me and me to go willy nilly and throw what's important under the bus for that girl, who's to say if she had a baby or a family with me that I don't make the same irrational, emotional, dumb decisions. So it speaks to you as a man, as you know what I'm saying? How you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How that him being needy and clingy is not just bad game, but it's just being a bad person. Like why would you
Facts, facts.
you see the bigger picture now?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not even just with that girl. It's like in life, you make decisions based on how you feel and just don't think ahead.
yeah.
As a caretaker of your family, as a person who take care of that, what kind of quality is that?
Nah, that's facts. Yeah,
You see, the game is bigger than her. The game is bigger than the girl. The game is you.
yeah. And it's like yeah, like, and I feel like it's just for a lot of people, like letting controlling those emotions and not letting them take over can get really difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everybody is human. You feel me? And everybody feels emotions. But like you gotta understand, like there could be moments where like it could be very difficult to say, yo, like I know I really want to hang out with this girl. I really like this girl, but I got this shit going on. I gotta lock in. You feel me? Takes a lot of discipline, and I
And then
feel
if
like
you can do that on a consistent basis, you'll climb in life.
yeah, and life
You
in general.
control yourself.
Yeah, in general. Yeah, yeah. That's 100% facts. Yeah.
Cause I went through that. You know what I'm saying? I went through that as I got busier with this shit. A lot of the women I was talking to, the amount of time and stuff I was able to give them, it's obviously less, but they don't care either way. Cause they know when I'm focused on them, I'm focused on them. When I'm focused on this, I'm going hard on this.
Yeah, and it's like it's another thing I want to say. It's definitely something you can't fake. So like what I'm saying by that is like you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not something you can fake.
Exactly.
Like you keep yourself busy, but when you try to look busy, it's a lot different. You feel me? You know how like
Completely
people
different.
get texts and like, oh, I gotta wait an hour to make it look like I'm busy. There's a difference between that and actually being busy. So like
And that's
that's
why dudes say women shit test them because the women are very keen at catching this shit. The bullshitters from the dudes who are really actually what they're about. And that's why there's such a disparity between dudes who get a lot of women and dudes who get no women. Because the dudes who get no women trying to pretend to be the other dudes. Meanwhile, the other dudes act like themselves from they have the game from being themselves. This other dude's trying to have game. He's trying to mimic game. But these other dudes have game just from their natural lifestyles and habits. And as the woman, she could recognize this because she's dealing with so many guys like consistently. She could catch the red flags of he ain't really what he said about he being fake busy. Cause guess what? It's certain things that busy men who are like you said, you can't fake it. Which lets me know you're starting to really catch the game. You can't fake it. So when she peep, that's why they'll test and notice certain things. You can't fake that kind of game. Like think about it. Like it's a certain nonchalantness you have over yourself when you really have game because you don't force nothing. You don't rush nothing. You ain't desperate. You're not what? Needy and clingy. So the moment a dude acts needy and clingy, it just told her so much that she already needed to know. Cause guess what? Like we said, the bigger picture is if this dude folds and just act like you saw how we painted that whole picture,
yeah, and I
you
feel like
can't fake it.
yeah, and like one thing, Ty, we gotta notice is like like most of chat. I don't know about your chat as well, but like most of them are young. You know what I'm saying? And it's like niggas in high school, and it's like yes, you can do a lot in high school to keep yourself busy. For the most part, though, a lot of people have a lot of time. It's mostly about girls and stuff like that, and it's like
Mm.
I and it's 100% facts what you preach. It's like focus on yourself, and they will come just like we talked about, because you can't fake being busy. Like it's something you actually have to do, and it's like it's better for yourself, forgetting about the women
Right.
as well.
Yeah, not yeah. Put the woman to the side.
Yeah,
Exactly.
facts. Yeah, yeah.
Because like I
And
said, what does that say about your life if you can be with her 7 days a week for 7 hours a day? It's
that's
like, damn,
yeah,
who the fuck you do live with her? like you up under her every day, on the phone with her 7 hours a day every night, and like, damn, bro, you ain't. What does that say about you as a man, as a person?